Hello everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum. We're looking at a bit of a mod. As you can see here, it's Manic Miner, but it's a Jet Set Willy mod. So essentially someone has taken the screens of Jet Set Willy and put it in the sort of like mode of Manic Miner. So you have to collect all the items on a single screen, then get to a flashing box and then escape. Now this game's in 3 parts. Might not show you all the parts depending on how well I get on, but this was published by Broadsoft in 2004, Manic Miner in 83, Jet Set Willy 84 by Matt Smith. So here we go. This is the off license, a random screen from Jet Set Willy. You can see there's a square on the left. We have to collect all the items. Oh, I can't go up that ladder. We have to collect all the items here, and then the box should flash, and then we can get to another screen. Have you got the idea? You have got the idea. It's a Manic Miner with Jet Set Willy screens. An interesting mod. Right, now can't get these all in one. If you hit that camera on the way down, you will die. So we've got 4 left to get, and hopefully on to the next stage. So no air going down like Manic Miner. So really, it's a Jet Set Willy Manic Miner mod rather than the Manic Miner Jet Set Willy mod, if you know what I mean. So 2004, 1 left. Oh, I'm going to hit that camera. No, I'm not. Right, okay. If you fall down too far, as you know, you will die. So 1 more bottle, and then we're there. Don't know why we can't just walk straight up that ladder. You have to go in jumps, so a bit weird there. So give some more life to Jet Set Willy. We'll look at the occasional mod. The last one we looked at Jet Set Willy wise was Jet Set Willy the Nightmare Editions. Have a look at that. It's made an already tricky game. Oh, even more difficult. Missed that one. Right. Now what I'm trying to do is, that's a conveyor belt there, so you can't stop and turn round. I'm trying to get that item and make it to the ledge without hitting the camera. So this is a little bit tricky to start us off with. Don't say I'm not even going to get off the first screen. That'll make it extremely awkward. Now, if you have a favourite mod of Jet Set Willy or Manic Miner, let me know and I'll add it to the list. One of my favourite ones so far is Robot's Day Out, where instead of controlling, oh, missed it again. Instead of controlling Miner Willy, you control the robot from the very first screen. There is a Maria version where you're controlling the housekeeper, which I haven't been able to get working. And there's a Hobbit version as well. But I don't want to do too many because in a short space of time, because they all get a bit samey after a while. But I thought this one might be of interest to you. So for ages I've wanted different screens and Manic Miners. Haven't been too impressed by some of the other versions about. Oh, I missed it again. Don't hit the camera. I'm not sure this is doable, you know. Is this even possible? Don't say they've done an impossible screen. But the good news about this one is, unlike Manic Miner, you've got unlimited time. As I say, there's no air going down. Oh, how did I die there? Maybe I did run out of time. No, that was just a bug, I think. Right. Now, so, if I don't even get off the first screen, I will load up part 2 to see if I can get an easier screen to show you what happens. Yeah, that second from last one, I'm not sure is doable. In the Jet Set Willy game, quite often you would get bored and not collect every item from every room. You just go for the easy ones. Right. No, you can't do that, because by the time you land, you're too close to the edge. That's impossible. Oh man. Unless there's some sort of crazy pixel you can do. Right, how many lives you got left? Well, 5 dancing Jet Set Willy men. So yeah, I will load up part 2 in a minute if I can't get off this. I won't do all 3 parts unless of course I get to part 2 and can't get off that. See, look at that. I'm really risking it now. Now frustration is starting to settle in now. Good job I'm not on that program Go 8-bit, and this is a challenge because I'd be squaring my head off and they wouldn't be able to use any of the footage. Go 8-bit is a show hosted by Dara O'Brien on Dave, which I've recently come into contact with, so watch that if you can. I'd love to be on that, but they only have celebrities. I'm not a celebrity. Boo hiss boo. Unless they need a new resident gaming expert, I can do that. I'm quite cheap. Right, come on. Oh man, that last item is impossible. I can't jump up to there again because the gap is too big. I'll miss it and fall down and die. So there's a limit really how much the average person can watch me playing the same screen over and over again, the off license. You'll probably need to visit the off license after watching this. So get the timing right, jump over this thing, get that last bottle. Oh, look at that. You do have to hit that spot perfectly to hit this thing. Come on, Nicky. I need a bit of luck here. Maybe we can do it by some fluke. Right, come on, just get it by the merest of whiskers. That's it. See what I mean? Not doable. Not doable. I might kill this man off and load up part 2. That's what we might do. Right. Maybe we'll do it this time. So you can't stop and turn around. You can't hold it up, and you've dropped down like that, you're dead. Grrr. Starting to get a bit angry. Smoke's coming out my ears a little bit. My brain is frying. You can't get that second to last item and land on the ledge. See? And that's a lovely photograph as well. This is the most dangerous off license. Is it a camera or is it a CCTV? Right, okay, so I haven't shown you anything really of the game so far. Don't load up part 1. That's my tip to you. Well, yeah, don't load up part 1. Go for part 2. Jet Set MANIC Miner, Jet Set Willy version. Right, folks. So I've loaded up part 2, and you see the box is already flashing because Ballroom East doesn't have any objects to collect. That's a bit weird. So we can complete that straight away. So that's in contrast then, the easiest one. A lot of the enemies aren't here. There was a barrel that went up and down on a skull, so it isn't an exact recreation. There we go. And that nice MANIC Miner sound as the air goes down. Right, here we go. So, it's not creating all of the screen, but it's generally using that as a template. So we just need to get all the items and jump over this bunny rabbit. Yes, this is a lot easier, isn't it? There we go. There we go. The box flashes. It's made up of a fish and a dagger by the looks of things. Jump up there and we should be quids in. You can't walk off the screen. It's all single screen. Oh man, come on. That'll do us. 2 levels done. So it's not as addictive as MANIC Miner. Oh, this one's going to be tricky. Yeah, this one's going to be very tricky indeedy. Right, okay, so there's 2 items. One here, and there's a conveyor belt along there. We've got to avoid all these packer things going backward and forward. Now, the original Jet Set Willy did have like a stone rolling backward and forward below and a bird. This one has just cut it right down to basics. That's wrong. Yeah, because I'll bump into that thing. To the kitchens and the main stairway, and that's... oh, no. So it's Jet Set Willy with a difference. Same sort of like colours, though. Right, now, what's the timing here? There will be a timing. It's just trying to work out what that timing is. Is this it? Right, there's a 2 at the top I'm most worried about, and my hat catching their legs. That's not the timing. Perhaps the timing's never going to come ever. But all these screens seem to be a little bit easier than the off license. That's not going to work. I'm going to bump into that thing. I did bump into that thing. Oh, you can go... yeah, okay. Maybe this is a better strategy. Go along the bottom first of all. Get that item. Time it right. There's a thing that was a bit like a Brussels sprout before on the old one. The original version that went backward and forward by Software Projects and the great Matt Smith. Hang on a minute. I might not be able to get back up there. I can't get back on the ladder. Oh dear. Oops. Oh, she can go from one side of the screen to the other one. Can I get back on? No, I can't get back on the ladder. Might have to kill myself here to start again. Oh, that's weird. What a strange mod. Oof. Okay. Right, so we do have to get this one first. There's no way around it, so the likelihood is I'm gonna die here. Are you a Jet Set Willy fan? Are you a MANIC Miner fan? This one's of interest, but I don't think I'm going to be going back to it again. It's a bit like I feel like I'm in a studio room where designers are trying out stuff, and this is just some sort of program not meant for official release or anything, just trying to get the dynamics. But I'm glad that people have a go and attempt these things. Not a commercial release, right? Ooh, that's as close as it would get. Now, can I get back again? We know we can drop down to the floor level. Come on. Just don't muck up now, Nick. Drop to the floor level when you get low enough and you're there. Now, the next ledge I'm jumping to is a conveyor belt, so that's why I'm having to be a little bit careful. That could be it. That could be it. Ooh, ooh, the nearest of fractions there. A pixel further, I would have been dead. Right, now, don't mess this up. Wait till that red thing's got the furthest away, or going away. That'll do us. Box flashes, next screen. What is it going to do? Give us next. To the kitchen. Now this is pretty pointless because there's no objects to collect here. We've just got a flashing box. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the idea is it gives you all the screens and the whole of Jet Set Willy, but it does force you to look at the screens from a different light. West kitchen. Alright, okay. So it's if we kept going in this direction in the original game. Again, no objects here. No chefs going up and down, so they're disappeared. This will do us. Oh, don't want to go up the other side. There we go. Should be the coal store we're going to. Yeah, the coal store. Oh, there's no. Oh, dearie me. Look, that's confused me. There's no rope going backward and forward. So how do you get the stuff? Oh, you can. Right, okay, this is tricky. You can't go back one way and the other way here. There's no rope. I'm confused. How do you do this? I can't drop down to that layer there. There's some dots on the other side. Are they anything? Yeah, I think I might die here. Right, okay. Let's just drop down. Maybe we'll get... Oh, right, you can land on those dots. Oh, this makes it easier. Oh, bingo! There we go. Good. Running out of lives quickly here. So I'm glad I'm showing you quite a few screens here. The east wall base. So we just need to successfully... I think that flashing screen makes an extra life. So we just need to successfully climb up to the top without falling down. And we're there. I'm actually starting to like this now. I'm seeing the screens of Jet Set Willy in a different light because I didn't really go to East Wall Base that much. Boom. The chapel. This is quite an evil screen I seem to remember from before. Ah, and that's a conveyor belt. Okay, so. Rightio. So I need to keep jumping here or I'll go back down again. Whoops. Ah, now what happens? Are we stuck in a loop here? Oh no, we died. Right, okay. Not too many lives left. Oh, what? Oh no, the woman goes right across. So this is our last life, and something's corrupted there. Something's corrupted next to the flame. And I can't get it. Oh no. Something's gone hideously wrong. I can't get to it. Oh man. Doomsville. So that is interesting, lad, but it is flawed in certain ways. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was quite interesting, that. So Manic Miner, Jet Set Willy mod, published by Broadsoft in 2004, based on both Manic Miner from 1983 and Jet Set Willy in 1984 from Matt Smith. So I hope you liked having a look at that. Got any comments about this game, other mods, or retro gaming in general, then please put that below. A massive thank you to everyone that subscribed to the channel, helping the numbers grow. It really is appreciated. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.